메인 퀘스트가 2개가 아까 보였단 말이죠? 근데 그 중에서 하나는 먼저 갈 수 있는 건가? 아, 요거 가고 요거 한 다음에 요거 가면 어쨌든 또 싸울 것 같거든요? 이 친구 만나러 가면? 그래서 요거 약수학순 먼저 갔다가 가자고요. 이란네.
There's something in there.
이제 눈깔 상자 안 들키고 갈 수 있어. 나이스야. 여기도 있구나. 시작. 아, 이거 영화에서 많이 봤지.
Good morning, Professor.
만드라 뭐였죠? 그 윙 하고 우는 거? 뿌리 뽑으면 윙 하고 죽고 막 울고 심하면은 막 기절하고 막 이랬잖아요. 만드라고라. 맞아.
Hello.
너무 재밌었는데 그때.
Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden.
저 얼굴이 장미라고요?
We do look forward to growing together.
선생님 아무리 제가 그거를 씌워서 좀 많이 선생님 시력 교정이 좀 필요해 보이시는데?
And excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bulb.
그쵸? 영화에서는 약간 덩치 있으신 분 아니었어요?
Today we will be acquainting ourselves
내가
with
기억이
the
조금
mellifluous
왜곡됐나?
tuber
덩치가 너무
known as the
오래됐으니까
mandrake
해리포터는
root.
엔딩 나온 지도 한참 됐잖아요.
Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears.
얘도 만드라고란가?
Now, everyone,
맨드레이크네.
the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
똑같다.
Quickly, take your mandrake in the new pot and cut down the soil.
들어가. 시끄러. 새로운 잠자리를 위해서.
The soil should envelop the root like a warm,
목구콘이 저렇게 안 못생겼어.
mandrake right at ease. Reparo,
목구콘 저렇게 안 못생겼어요.
I'm very sorry about that.
아니에요. 조상
This is a bit
아니에요.
mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone.
어떻게 기절한 애가 하나도
Now
없이
for our
끝났지?
next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables. You can all get started.
뭐가 또
I need
있는데?
to have a brief word with our new student. Accio.
이게 뭘까?
Leviosa. Accio. Revelio.
뭐가 있는데? 물 뿌려주는 뭐가 있어야 되는 건가?
It's tradition in my family.
I wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
이거 쪽지. 말기 못 알아듣나? 벨리 교수님 정말 배려심이 많은 분이시군요. 딸기를 좋아한다는 거, 맛있겠다 딸기. 딸기가 이렇게 다니 먹으리 그토록 좋아할 법도 하죠. 교수님께서 기른 작물은 씁쓸한 뿌리부터 열매까지 다 질이 좋네요. 사랑하는 우리 조카딸도 교수님 밑에서 그 비결을 배웠으면 좋겠어요. 레노라가 교수님을 정말 좋아해요. 아마 학생들은 모두 그럴 거다. 따뜻한 이스마를 전하며 에버리라는 사람이 보냈네요. 대화해봅시다.
Yes, Professor?
Firstly, well done with your mandrake.
논산
Can be rather
딸기
difficult to
맛있겠다.
get a grasp of.
즐거웠다 라고 합시다. 선생님한테 귀가 먹을 뻔했다고 할 수 없잖아요.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the magic neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's
이게 내
fancy
거야?
or red?
Disney's restorative properties
맞네.
make it a vital ingredient in the
박하.
Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class.
이거에 심는 거였구나.
Well done! Once it can be harvested, your Disney will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a
중국산
different sort of
깨무는
flora,
양배추.
the Chinese chomping cabbage.
건방지게 양배추 주제에
You'll find that
깨문다고?
some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Here, dear, and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
양배추가 문다는 건 좀 진짜 충격적이긴 한데요? 너 친구랑 가는
Hello.
거겠지?
Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be
안녕.
showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages.
원래
Up these stairs
죽였나
will
봐.
take us there. But your lead. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian! And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him.
세바스찬, 내
It's brilliant.
쫄다구.
Oh, well, thank you.
I nearly put Sebastian in his place myself. I mean, I would have, if Hecate hadn't stopped me.
Didn't she stop that dragon skull from crushing you?
Typical. Here we are, home of the Chinese. Go on. There. See that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it. Delve in the rest.
깨무는 양배추로 훈련용 인형을 공격하라고? 어떻게? L을 누른 상태로 R. 아.
Look at that. They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that'd have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone.
식물을 싸움에 사용을 한다고?
Well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
쓸모가
I
있을지도
suppose they could prove
모르겠는걸?
useful outside of the
긍정적으로
greenhouse.
대답해
Nothing
줍시다.
wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's
착하게
chaos out there.
착하게.
Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class.
얘 근데 약간 찐따 냄새 나.
Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
응, 사라졌어. 못 주웠어.
Revelio.
이쪽에 뭐가 소리 나는데? 아, 여기 있다. 주황색 무처럼 생긴 과일로 공중에서부터 거꾸로 자라난다. 이 과일의 특이함을 받아들이는 능력을 강화하는 힘이 있다고 믿는 사람도 있다. 와, 신기하다. 둥둥 떠다니네. 약간 이렇게 동실동실한 느낌인데요? 한 번씩 와서 식물들 자라있으면 좀 가져가서 먹어도 될 듯? 그죠?
Revelio.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
이거 어디서 소리가 나? 아, 역시. 거대한 나무는 호거트 온실 중앙에 있다. 나무의 뿌리는 학교의 지하 과목처럼 깊숙한 곳까지 뻗어 복잡하게 얽혀 있다. 교수님한테 한번 가볼까요, 우리? 어? 왜 우리가 나온 데인가?
Revelio.
여기
Always
있을 것
wear our
같은데.
dragon hide gloves. I shall end our lesson here. Terribly sorry, Mr. Clopton.
says it's a good way to get out our frustrations.
우리 수학을 이거 먹고 교수님 어디 있는데? 아 저기 있구나. 이거 가져가고 대화하고.
I attended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks. or missing
돌밭대기보다는
digits.
사용하고 내가 다 가져온 것 같아.
As you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
말은 많은 걸 질타하네요. 긍정적으로 말하자고.
I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
그래도 이거는 이 게임의 장점은 막 놀라지 않아서 좋은 것 같아요. 여기 밖에 나가서 아무것도 없네. 그러면 다음 퀘스트 해보자고요. 약초학 수업은 들었고 마법약 요거 가보자. 어디 있지? 아 에어컨을 틀면 춥고 끄면은 덥고
Which he is.
미안해.
Revelio.
Sharp's desk. I bet he knows more than he's letting on about the Goblin Rebellion.
뭐 있나? 저 소리 나는데? 이쪽이 아니라 저쪽인가? 창문이요. 열면 너무 시끄러워요. 저희 집 근처가 바로 큰 도로가 있어서 오토바이랑 마구라 빠방하게 막 개조한 차들이
Potions is
엄청
one
막
of the most
지나가서
challenging and hazardous subjects
마이크에 막
taught at this school. As fifth years, you will
이전에
be
계속
required to reach new heights of
혼자 있을
both
때
discipline
방문
and
열어놓고 그냥
intellect.
방송했었을 때 너무 계속
You will
그래서
begin this term by brewing a Wigan Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
오 설명
It
중이다.
can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own.
근데 나는 이 게임 안 졸리고 되게 재밌게 잘
You
하고
never
있는 것
know
같은데?
when you
내가 스토리
might
게임을 좋아해서
need
그런가?
it. Please begin.
뭔가 지루하고 졸리게 진행된다는 느낌은 좀 덜한 것 같아.
Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
두 방울, 세 방울, 다섯 방울. 넣어라. 마구마구마구마구마구마구마구마구마구마구. 해리포터 게임은 애기 때 완전 옛날에 게임 언니가 하는 거 한번 해봤고 따라서 그때 할 때는 좀 어려웠거든요.
I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir.
근데 괜찮은 것 같아요.
Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe
멀미는
from
조금
Jake
있어요.
Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
키마로 하다가
For the
그래서
moment,
패드로
you can find the
바꿨어요. 멀미
ingredients you
때문에.
need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the
패드가 조금
plants you
멀미가
grow in your
덜해서.
herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and
맞아요.
we'll see if it was skill or luck.
그리고
the
제가
first
마우스
time
감도가
round.
좀 빠른 편이어가지고 휙휙 움직이니까 멀미가 어쩔 수 없는 것 같았어.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say
Oh,
that you were permission to
Weasley!
go into his office?
제대로
He did
들었어.
say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity. You remember me, don't you? Gareth Weasley.
Ah, yes, we met in the common room.
Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that
재료를
extra
교수님 방에서
spark.
훔쳐다
I
달라는 거구나.
suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
그게 좋은 생각인지
I
모르겠다,
don't know,
애송이.
Gareth. I don't want to get on Sharp's bad side.
You won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Sharp won't even miss it.
미안.
I've enough
거절할게.
to worry about collecting the ingredients he wants me to get. I'm afraid I can't help you.
I
거절하겠다, 애송이.
understand. I'll sort something else out.
그래, 훔칠 생각하지 마라. 어디, 어? 앞정지한 털. 이 털을 내가 왜... 나도 모르게 깃털을 훔쳤네?
Potion should not be that color. Mr.
미안합니다.
Dow. Proficiency and potions are two things that cannot be rushed. Have patience and be thorough.
정의감 넘쳐야 되는 애들이 왜 다 GTA 같냐고요? 아이, 그냥 눈에 보이길래 집었는데 그럴 줄 몰랐죠. GTA 또 하고 싶다. 게임 어느 정도 하고 나면 4 사가지고 하자고요.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and that's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's
마법
not
약도
supposed to.
했는데? 왜 저래?
Dragon Dog! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points
저
from
다
Gryffindor.
했어요.
Again.
I brewed an Edurus potion. as you
그리핀도르 쟤
asked,
때문에 또
Professor.
감점됐어.
Glad you managed
젠장.
to stay on task. Not every class is so eventful. I saw Mr. Weasley speaking with you earlier. He can be quite persuasive. Glad you
들어주진
managed to
않았지만
resist. You've done
내가
well today.
훔쳤어요.
I confess I was skeptical given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
죄송합니다,
I was able to
교수님.
meet your
제가
expectations.
A rare
퀘스트
occurrence. And you
교수님이
do well
가져오라
to
하신
remember that
재료인
you're
줄
not a
알고
potions
가져와가지고
master quite
죄송합니다.
yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply
25년
anywhere.
가을이라고
And
달력으로
you can keep
공개했어요?
that Fwooper feather. This time. That'll be all.
재밌겠다. GTA 6. 플스판 바로
I think
살까?
each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
근데 플스판 사면은 내가 지인 친구들이랑 하려면 PC판이 또 따로 있어야 돼가지고. 돈 많이 깨지겠지? 스위치 2도. 이거 가야 되죠? 지도 보자. 어디로 가야 애가 있을까? 출구 쪽으로 가야 되는데 아 여기고 뭐고 아무것도 안 찍혀있네. 우리 이거 그냥 걸어가는 걸로 해보자고요. 아이고 아이고 저 내일 건강검진을 받아야 되는데
My robes are going to reek from Gary.
내일 아침만 좀 굶고 그러면
This cannot
되겠지?
possibly be as difficult.
병원 가기 전까지? 뭐 저거 해야 돼요? 이랬는데 안 해도 된다 그래가지고 그렇구나 하고 말았는데
I could spend all my galleons at honeymoon.
병원 가기 전에만 뭐 안 먹으면 되겠지? 물 마셔도 되겠지? 지금 커피 먹고 있어서 갑자기 생각나서 아 마법 빗자루 타고 싶다. 월정석도 제로인 것 같으니 모으고 가자 가자. 이거 마법 이렇게 바꿔놓고 마을 가가지고 눈 달린 상자들 보이면은 좀 까먹읍시다. 섞여 먹자. 야 근데 잘 달린다잉. 이 도구 세트는 아늑한 오두막에 어울리는 모든 종류의 가구를 거주자가 필요로 하는 만큼 만들 수 있는 마법을 걸 수 있는 좀 구경 좀 하다? 아우 눈뽕 구경 좀 하다 갈까 했는데 별게 없네요.
I should investigate.
뭐가 한다고? 뭘? 아,
It is good to see you, my friend.
여기 있구나. 장비 슬롯이 꽉 찼다고? 왜? 내 뭐가 꽉 찼는데? 아무것도 꽉 차지 않았는데?
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well.
But I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
되게 끈질기네.
I've never met Rookwood or Harlow. Perhaps they mistook me for another student.
말하지 말까?
A bit odd. The two of them pursuing a
일단은
Hogwarts
말하지
student so
맙시다.
intently.
아까 그
But whatever
교수님이
the
말하지
reason,
말자
you are
했으니까.
clearly in danger. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us, to all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll. And Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibililand.
아,
I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
여기로 오게 된 게 그것 때문이구나. 하지만 그러다 위험해질 수 있어.
Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair on their own. And the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right. But how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
항상 여기에 있겠다라고 하네요.
I beg your pardon. How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
저기 한번 가볼까요?
I never thought Ramrock's loyalists would go this far.
Pardon me, is everything all right?
Hardly. I've just lost my business and almost my life. You'd best look elsewhere for wares. I've nothing to sell now. I never thought it'd come to this. Be on your guard. Ranrock and his loyalists will spare no one.
They attacked you.
Oh, Ranrock has no patience for goblins who won't join him. While I too would like to see goblin kind treated by wizards as equals, bloodshed is not the answer. When I said as much, they turned on me, struck me till I nearly passed out. Took my carts, my belongings, even that which is most precious to me.
얘는 그림 그리는 애인가 보다.
I'm sorry this happened to you. I shall certainly keep an eye out for your carts.
That is very kind of you, but I think they took them to their camp southwest of here, just past some ruins. Too dangerous to try and retrieve them. I did enchant the carts to return to me if I ever lost them, however. Slim though the chances may be, I'm holding out hope that some of what was taken is returned to me. It was nice meeting you. I wish it had been under better circumstances.
이거 말고 퀘스트. 낯선이 돕기. 이거 해보자고요.
After what Ranrock did to that goblin banker at Gringotts,
They must have come this way. Think!
보자.
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be serious.
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
싸우자.
What are you doing?
내 시간에 완료를 해야 된대요. 뭐 왔다.
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
결투가 범상치 않은데 필드가이드 클래스형 섹션이 새로운 유형과 함께 갱신되었다. 특정 마법에 대한 약점과 같은 귀중한 적의 정보를 알 수 있다. 오케이.
I'm not going anywhere with you.
You take this student on the right gate, buddy!
아 뭐야?
I've got to down with.
Back some more.
Please stop!
쉐키 혼날라 놈이 떼지.
What on earth just
이거
happened? I've never been accosted in such a
거.
manner. And so close to Hogwarts.
대화 좀 해봅시다.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why 2 Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You're a researcher.
Nora Treadwell at your service, historian and archaeologist specializing in Merlin's work and life.
역사학자자 고고학자. 대단하다.
Merlin. Of the legend of King Arthur.
The very same. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here
발음에서
centuries
물을
ago.
fixtures. 발음할 때.
These vine-covered pillars, dozens
그래요?
of them all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little
비밀
secret.
공유 좋죠.
No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the center. That started me thinking, what if
Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at
하긴
the center of the symbols?
영국하고 미국하고 영어
Would
발음이
you
많이
care to do the
달라가지고
honors?
서로
We can
놀린다는
see
얘기
what
많이
comes
듣긴
of our
했어요.
little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
여기.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens.
뿌려.
My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these pyres.
Leviosa! Incendio!
Beard!
The flames make the pyre sink.
너무 멀다. 아, 들어갔어?
Curious. The pyres are back where they started.
아, 순서가 있나? 머리가 뭐라? 하나. 됐다. 순서가 있었던 거네. 오, 뭐야? 이쁘다.
What a day. I can hardly believe it.
뭐야?
I take it we can call that a success.
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require mallow sweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure
5개
to meet you.
있었으니까 한 4번은 일단 돈 안 들이고 할 수 있겠네요.
And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
멀리의 시험 마무리했어요.